The Clinton camp released a holiday-themed video that slams the GOP. It's as cute as it is wrong.
American families like progress a lot, but the Grinches in GOPville, it seems they do not. Together they shout with great Grinchy zeal that on health care their plan is
repeal, 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 repeal.
On immigration, they vow to build a wall on the border. And as for deporting dreamers, they would
terminate President Obama's illegal executive order.
Environmental reform, they promise to nix it. And Roe versus Wade, they
aspire to fix it.
Now, if that weren't enough to leave you all stunned, take their stance on Planned Parenthood.
Defund, defund, defund.
Now, the clever clip brings up all the areas where Republicans are evil. Obamacare, immigration, Planned Parenthood. They left out the part where, you know, we eat old people, unwed mothers, and babies. But strip away the premise, and what do you got? A party in dangerous denial. There's no mention of terror. In their world, all that exists are American evils to be fixed by government intrusion, identity politics, and punitive legislation. After all, why unite us against the world's deadliest threat like ISIS when you can divide us with a competition over entitled goodies? They'd rather win an election than win a war, but it's not their fault. How can you discuss defending a country that you spent decades denigrating? In the ad, the left reveals their fatal weakness. They can't protect us. Instead, all they can do is appeal to immediate gratification. But the goodies won't help when faced with apocalyptic ghouls. So the scariest part in this ad isn't that they skip over a death cult. It's that the ad will actually work. Indulged by the sheer progress of the world's greatest culture, we are blind to the retrogression of a patient evil. Yes, we the great ones have our free health care, our funded abortions, our sanctuary cities. But we're a nation of ostriches, blind to what rises from the sand. We willingly forfeit our right to exist. It was fun while it lasted. See what I did there, Dane? I took a really happy ad and I made it very dark and dreary.
Yeah,
you have to admit, though, it's a clever ad.
I love the ad. It's very good, very well done. And some of the animation that's coming out now is probably just more appealing to people at this time of year in particular because they know the Grinch and everything. And I did, while watching it, though, think, if Hillary were to win, it's going to be a long 4 to 8 years because she really doesn't like us at all. We've already had 8 years of that, and they might feel the same. A couple of things, though. Planned Parenthood, they bring up the defunding Planned Parenthood. Here's the box that Republicans are in. So when you when you're in a competitive primary and you have to run to try to win that, you have to deal with what your party wants, okay? That party might want repeal, but Planned Parenthood defunding, that actually polls so negatively for the GOP. It has about funding Planned Parenthood has about a 65 to 70% approval rate. So that makes it very difficult then when you switch to go to a general election. Where I think Hillary Clinton is more vulnerable than they will admit is on Obamacare. And if you look at Kentucky, for example, where we had a special election in 2014, the Republican candidate was not expected to win. He was down by about a touchdown. He won by about a touchdown, and this has the Democrats worried because that and all the exit polls was mostly about Obamacare.
I like that you used the touchdown.
Someone explained this to me using 7 as a touchdown, and it stuck.
Eric,
it was pretty effective, though, I think.
Why can't they discuss the topic of national security?
It's a lose for them.
Yeah.
No, she just highlighted all the things that they think they're winning. Dana points out Planned Parenthood. There is a way to defund the abortion part of Planned Parenthood, but the Republicans haven't figured out how to do that. Just separate the two. There's women's services and there's abortion. You want to fund women's services, knock yourself out. Just don't move them. It's so easy. It's a Chinese wall. Anyway, Republicans jump on that. So they win on that. They think they win on immigration, but you know it's pretty evenly divided. If you're a conservative, you want the rule of law. You want to make sure that the borders are safe, they're protected, and people coming across are prosecuted and sent back. Instead, they let people stay. Sanctuary cities, people get deportation notices, they don't show up at court, and they can stay. So the things they win, they highlight. But I just find it interesting they use Dr. Seuss-like level of intellect to deliver the message. How could you do that?
Isn't that what Ted Cruz did, though?
You can't do that. That's a good point. You can't do that, Kimberly.
Right.
You can't infuse terror into a cute little limerick.
Yeah, well, I never found Dr. Seuss very appealing to begin with. But I'll tell you what.
How dare you?
The Grinch that ruined the future of the Democratic Party is President Barack Obama, because thanks to him now, we have like the largest majorities. We've got the House, we've got the Senate, a record number of governorships, a record number of state legislatures that have been taken over by Republicans. So if you look at this, there's been a definite choice and a move across the country towards a more center-right approach as it comes to free market and the economy, national security, which is huge in terms of the issues right now that people are looking at in 2016. These are the driving forces, and that is going to be a big problem for Hillary Clinton, not just with the Boko Haram, like Dana mentioned, but all of her failed foreign policy that is connected and tethered to President Barack Obama. So she can play with cartoons all day. We're looking to kill ISIS.
You know, Juan, is it possible that, you know, when they make these ads, they are thinking specifically about women? Do you think it's sexist to think that women don't care about national security? Isn't that? Do you get the sense that Hillary thinks that women aren't interested in that, and that's in itself sexist?
No, I'm kind of interested why you picked that one up.
Because I believe it's so.
Oh, I don't think so at all.
I believe it's true. I'm putting words into your mouth, Juan.
Well, I appreciate that, and here they come. But I think that women are very much into the idea of a protector,
right?
And want someone who can protect the country. But contrary to what you say, when we look at the polls, right now, Hillary Clinton is the most trusted of all the candidates, Republican or Democrat, on the issue of national security. Why is that?
Wait.
I did not see this poll.
Well, I can
You said
show
Republican
it to you.
or Democrat?
Yeah, a Washington Post ABC poll last month.
Williams Almanac?
Oh.
Yeah.
But the thing about this is that you got Hillary Clinton out there trying to separate herself from Barack Obama, portraying herself as more hawkish than Obama. I don't think there's that big a difference, but that's the perception. Remember, at this Democratic debate last Saturday, you had Martin O'Malley and Bernie Sanders both saying, you're too aggressive, you're too hawkish to Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, but
you think
she's the one who said that
I think that helps Hillary a lot.
But in that debate, she's the one who said when it comes to ISIS, she thinks that we're where we need to be.
Yeah, but she also said we need not only to contain, but to destroy. And I think that language was directed at President Obama.
But well, she was just repeating what he said a year and a half ago.
Well, I'm just saying to you, I think that she is positioning herself to, in fact, speak to Gregory's concern. Because what Greg did was really wise. I think you said, look, really these other issues, whether it's abortion, immigration, and like, they're not great right now as wedge issues for Republicans. Gay rights has gone away as a wedge issue for Republicans.
Yeah, you know what, that was a big problem.
But the big issue would be, I'm sorry, what did you say?
No, I think it's a big problem that she brought this up, especially in like the San Bernardino attack, second largest terrorist attack on U.S. soil since 9/11.
No, but what I'm saying to Greg
I don't think we are where we need to be.
Well, I think that if you, well, here, I mean, I have two thoughts.
We have to go, Juan, real quick.
One quick thought is, what is it, Kimberly, that Republicans would say we need to do differently than what Obama or Hillary or anybody is doing? The answer is, oh, we'll send in troops. Not a political winner.
That's not true, not fair, and we got to go.
And now we
it's
have
not
to go.
fair and not true.
I know. Up next.